Coach, what did you see from your team tonight after taking the 3-1 lead?
Well, I think we had a really good 35 first minutes there where I thought we played good, played hard, gave ourselves a lot of scoring chances. And, you know, at 3-1, you know, defensive mistake from behind the net, that, you know, where we give that puck that goal. But at 3-2, you know, we're still fine. But, you know, I think we put ourselves in trouble with those penalties. It broke our momentum and gave them life. Yeah, and, you know, they got 2 goals where, you know, we believe that they were goalie interference, both of them, and that's 2 goals, and we lose the game by 2 goals. So, you know, definitely when you look at that, it could be frustrating. We did enough scoring-wise, but obviously we gave up too much from that moment on. I think to win the game, you know, give up a bit too much. But again, I say that, but you know, at 3-2, and you get Thompson on a breakaway, and then Paisley gets he gets the rebound, and Pajot gets a flicker with an open net, just misses the puck there. So, I mean, that's a 4-2 right there. We get momentum, and it could be a different game. But you know, their goalie made some huge saves at huge moments. I find also in the third period at 4-3, Bobby gets an incredible play where he has to come up with a huge save, and even at the end of 6-4, he makes another one. So he's made some huge saves at the right times, and you know, we lost the momentum a bit with their power play, and we just gave up a little too much there. It's too bad because you know, I think we're in a position where we're playing well enough to come up on top.
You mentioned the power play and giving them momentum. Did you feel that you were doing a good job early on? And then you mentioned you had the shorthanded chances. It looked like it was going your way early on the PK.
Yeah, and it wasn't just early on. I mean, we're talking late second period here, so that's a huge part of the game. So we're almost at 2/3 of the game there. So our guys were ready. Our guys were battling hard. And at 3-1, you know, we're looking really good. And like I say, even at 3-2, I mean, that's a good team. We knew they were good down low. That's probably 90% of how they score. They got big bodies down low, hard to handle, and they have a lot of guys get to the net. They're hard to handle there too, and that's how they get their goals, and they got that second goal that way. I mean, the first goal's a fluke deflection there. I mean, that's a tough one for anybody. So, you know, they deserve those 2 goals, but I think we could have prevented that second goal. But then after that, you know, we took penalties that hurt us, and, you know, it's a deflection again. Actually, it's a double deflection on that first PK goal. So, I mean, at some point, there's things that you can't prevent. You know, double deflection makes it hard for a goaltender to stop it. But, you know, it's still 3-3. I thought we were right there for the third period, and, you know, they pushed hard. I have to give them definitely part of the credit there. It's a team that pushed back, and we were able to stop them at some point, but we hurt ourselves with penalties and momentum.
The 2 goals, or you thought there was goaltender interference, especially the 5-3. If that's for just 4-3, you're right back in it. What did you see, and what were you told on that play?
I wasn't told anything, so it is what it is.
Coach, votre club a connu une très bonne première moitié de match, mais quand on regarde la deuxième moitié de match, est-ce que vous avez remarqué des changements dans votre jeu, je parle particulièrement en troisième période?
Ben écoute, à un moment donné, on est devenu impatient. Là. On voulait tout de suite aller scorer le but, ça c'est sûr. Fait que notre troisième homme était rendu dans le fond, nos défenseurs épinchaient. C'était pas par un manque de vouloir, là, c'était vouloir trop. On a ouvert un petit peu, là, mais je pense qu'en général, c'est le momentum qu'on a perdu avec nos punitions. Des punitions qu'on aurait facilement pu éviter. Puis eux, ça leur a donné du momentum. Et puis, on n'a pas été capable de le rattraper par après. On a fighté jusqu'à la fin. On a eu des super bonnes scoring chances en troisième période encore. Puis, gardien de but était... je pense que le gardien de but a fait... Je sais que c'est fait scorer 4 buts, mais il a fait des gros arrêts au gros moment. Puis, ça leur a permis de sortir avec la victoire.
Vous avez accordé 40 tirs au filet, c'est quelque chose qui n'est pas très habituel pour votre équipe. Est-ce que c'est une question du Wild qui a connu un très bon match, ou c'est peut-être vous qui s'est éloigné un peu de votre structure?
Les deux. Je pense qu'une partie du match où on était très bon, il y avait beaucoup de lancers de l'extérieur. Fait que notre game plan, c'était d'empêcher les jeux de l'intérieur, qui est leur grande force. Puis à un moment donné, là, le deuxième but, comme j'ai dit, c'est là qu'ils ont réussi à avoir un but à leur image, qu'on aurait certainement pu empêcher. Puis après ça, ben écoute, avec leurs avantages numériques puis tout ça, ils ont pris du momentum, ils ont eu des lancers. Fait que là c'est sûr qu'à ce moment-là, faut que tu les tues premièrement. Puis après ça, à 5 contre 5, ça te prend un pushback. Puis à ce moment-là, ben on a manqué des jeux. On a, à place de lancer, on essayait le jeu fancy. Fait que ça a pris un petit peu de temps avant qu'on reprenne notre mentalité de lancer. Fait qu'on a donné un peu trop, mais ça part de nos punitions.
difficile de revenir à normal avec un match ordinaire par rapport à samedi?
Non. Non, parce que si c'était ça, on aurait été pourri en première puis pourri en deuxième. C'était pas le cas. C'était 3-1 pour nous autres. Ça veut dire qu'on était dans le bon état d'esprit. C'est vraiment le momentum qu'on a perdu parce qu'on s'est mis dans le trou.
Do you kind of feel like, you know, you win the 2 games, kind of one step forward, and then you lose this game, and you start disappointed, especially maybe one step backwards?
Yeah, well, I mean, every game, and you lose, you're not happy. But if you would have told me before those 3 games that we're going to win 2 out of the 3, I definitely would have taken it. You know, you want to win 3, obviously, but you know, and I think we came out, we battled hard, and we, you know, we could have done enough, I think, at that point, whether it's a 3-1 or after. We just had trouble preventing what came in the third period, like I said, and you know, our discipline killed us. And gave them momentum. So but it's we came out and we played hard and we gave ourselves a lead late in the second period. So it's definitely not an approach or an attitude or work ethic. It became a discipline thing more. I think in our third man also at some point was getting a little anxious there, going in deep, and we got caught, giving them a few 3-on-2s and some 2-on-1s that we don't normally give. And that wasn't a lack of work ethic. It was actually the opposite. Guys working so hard they wanted to get right now, where we didn't need to be this way. We just had to stay out of the box and stick to the structure that we had been displaying and the work ethic that we had since the beginning of the game, and it certainly would have given us a much better chance.
Did you see some confidence, like your team starting to get some more confidence after those couple of wins? I mean,
for sure.
This comes out of the blue a little bit, right? Like the five goals.
Yeah. That's, to be honest with you, if you would have told me tonight that we were going to give those goals, you know, I would have been surprised by it. I think we were solid, and again, we scored 4 goals. You know, 3 the last game, 3 the previous one, and we're giving ourselves some terrific scoring chances. And you know, if it wasn't, I think, with the goalies' huge saves at huge moments, we were giving ourselves more goals. So I think the offense wasn't the issue at all, and the push wasn't the issue. It's what we gave in terms of discipline, penalties, and being too impatient to get it right away, to get it back right away. And you know, it gave him life, and you know we can't do that against anybody.